What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today is Tuesday, May 9th. In today's video, we're going to be talking about some Solana NFT collections, but more specifically, that you can become a whale in these NFT collections. Why? Because the floor price is absolutely cheap, and when you are a whale, later on in the bull market for NFTs and cryptocurrencies, you can expect the floor prices of these NFT collections to reach really high floor prices. If the team, if the collection, and if the communities are strong until then. But if that is the case, if they do really well and the community and founders are still there and they're developing their utilities and delivering, then you can expect your return on investment to be quite big. Now, none of this is financial advice, this is just my own opinion, just for your own entertainment. So treat this as educational purposes only. So with that said, be sure to watch this video to the very end to hear my conclusion and statement around each of these collections. And as always, be sure to like up that button, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to join our Patreon page, and most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's go ahead and start with the first NFT collection that you could possibly become a whale in. That collection is called Yugi Bow. Now, Yugi Bow is a collection created by Morgana Studios, which is an animation studios that's worked on both commercials and feature films, but also television series as well. So their studios is pretty experienced in the 3D animation world. But we've seen this floor price jump as high as around 15 to 20 Solana, and now it's down all the way to 2 Solana. So obviously there is a bear market affecting this price, but also this collection didn't fully mint out. The mint for this was around 8 Solana, which was kind of high at the time. So that's another reason why it didn't sell out. But right now we're seeing that this collection right now with its floor price around 2 Solana is absolutely a great deal. Now, that's just my personal perspective, but again, you can get a lot of these NFTs and become a whale easily because it's so affordable, so cheap to enter just to get 1 to maybe even 20 of these NFTs. So that's my point of view. But what's some other things developing? They just recently hired Veronica, who is a team member that's just been added. She is the chief of branding and strategy. Now, why is that important? Because she has experience developing IP branding and development for shows like Miraculous, Gormiti, Ladybug, Puka, and Pocoyo. These are great international brands that literally take animation, bring it to the in real life world, and they create products out of that. And so who knows what can happen with Yugi Bow later on down the road. So with that entry price around 2 Solana, it's not so bad. But also they just came out with some recent news just today around merchandise, which, you know, merchandise is good here and there, but regardless, I want to share with you guys in case you're interested in catching these designs. So right now they're going through a vote within their Discord, and you can cast your vote on which designs you prefer. But that's really cool because they're actually providing merch right away. So that's really cool. Now, let's talk about the next collection, and that is Yukio. Yukio right now is around 1 Solana, so you can literally have 20 Solana in your wallet and just sweep the floor, and you can be a whale. So that's really cool. Now, Yukio has experienced major price action over the past year. Now, this collection was a rug at the very beginning, and then new founders such as Lil Ape decided to take over the project and save it. Now, there are many different things that Yukio is doing, which is creating merchandise, but also creating an incubator for NFT collections, which they partnered and acquired Matuki Labs. But that's really cool. So right now, I think it's really early on, but you can get some exposure without spending too much out of your bank. You can just literally spend 20 Solana and you get full exposure to this collection. Now, on their Twitter page, they do admit that the bear market has been really hard on everyone. There's been major setbacks. It's been a really rough start and a long run for these guys, but I don't think that this collection is going anywhere. I think Lil Ape, who's heavily invested in his own project with Yukio, and a lot of other whales have a lot of incentive to push this further. So usually I like to be a part of projects that are developing that haven't gone anywhere and that work really hard because, again, the bull market's going to come at some point or another, either this year or next year. And when that is, you want to be positioned in the right NFT collections. So maybe Yukio could be that collection. Now, the next one I want to share with you is Mindfolk, because Mindfolk right now, 1.25 Solana on the floor. Now, this has now become a DAO. This was originally a rug project, has been reconstructed by new founders, and is now a decentralized autonomous organization, which basically means that the community decides where the funds in the treasury go. They get to decide the roadmap as a community where Mindfolk will go moving forward. Now, recently they created something else, the DAO Minds NFT Incubator. Now, with this, if you decide to launch your NFT collection, you can get a lot of guidance, resources, and exposure with their team to give you guidance on how to launch your collection. And if you launch your collection, then you would have the support of the Mindful community. And that's what's really cool, is that you can start to see that if someone starts an incubator, that if their community is strong and devoted and holding, then they're most likely going to buy the NFTs that launch on their incubator. So that's really cool to see that they're working on something like that. So around 1.25 Solana or 1.5 Solana, which is kind of the market floor that I'm seeing fluctuate within Mindful, you can definitely become a whale in this game. So again, 20 Solana, even up to 30 Solana, you'd be a major whale. And again, we're looking at bigger returns when the NFT bull market comes. Now let's talk about the next collection. That's going to be Critters Cult. Now Critters Cult has a very unique story because right now it's around 2.2 Solana, which is a little bit more pricier than the collections I brought up before. But this collection has traded around 307,000 Solana trading volume to date. Now with this Critters Cult NFT collection, it started off with just natural organic hype. We saw people buying into this NFT collection when it first came out because it was really refreshing for people to buy into pixelated artwork, and it made pixelated artwork a whole new experience. In fact, the founder RGB is basically the artist. He created lore, which is another way of saying a story that we can all follow, a narrative where basically he created video animation to help tell a story. And now he has these kind of digital flip books of each one of your characters that has a backstory of who the character is. Like say for instance, Critter Gemini may have a story behind him, and each one literally has their own story. And I think they have stickers as well, but regardless, for 2.2 Solana, I definitely think sweeping the floor of this within 20 to 30 Solana, you could absolutely become a whale. But again, I want to keep in mind that I don't go to their Twitter page for a reason because it isn't really that active. I'm not seeing that many people post pictures of their Critter Cult, but don't let that be a determining factor, because sometimes people not tweeting about this collection as much doesn't mean it's the time to fade the project. Sometimes it's a great way to pay attention, monitor the floor, and decide which ones you like. Because maybe you don't have to have 20, maybe you can just have 1 or 2. But just think of it like that, because who knows what's going to happen when the bull market comes. Now, the last collection I'm really extremely bullish on, but also a great entry price and a great way to become a whale. Now, this is the collection. It's Code. Code right now just released within the week, and right now it's done 2,300 trading volume. So that's really good. Floor price 1.25 Solana, only 295 of these NFTs on the floor. Now you must be wondering, well, why do you want to become a whale in this situation? Why do you want to own 20 or more? Well, here's one thing I think that's really cool, and that is this. Now, if this is from Kareem, who is the founder of this collection. And as you can see here, basically when they minted out their collection, there are a ton of 101s that are in circulating supply right now. But this is another thing I want to share with you, is that there are going to be more of these NFTs in circulating supply, these one-on-one NFTs. And why is this important? Because if you have 20 or more of these NFTs, more likely a chance that you could possibly win these Bitcoin ordinal NFTs. You're like, wait, slow down, Vincent, what are you talking about? The Cold NFT collection is going to be releasing some of their NFTs on Bitcoin, on the Bitcoin ordinals, and that's going to be absolutely great. Right now, I do expect that the Bitcoin ordinal NFTs are definitely going to do really, really well, and that sooner or later, full adoption is going to kick in. And people are going to really get it, and they're going to FOMO in, but it's going to be really hard to have a cost of entry for these NFTs. So having 20 or more of these NFTs could absolutely benefit you, because obviously, yeah, you can seek return on investments of your 20 NFTs or more that you buy, but also the Bitcoin ordinals once the bull market comes. So you can get double return on your investment if you're able to score both of these. So keep that in mind. These are the collections I want you to keep out for. Be sure to subscribe to all of these collections on their Twitter page. Now, with that said, please let me know down below what other NFT collections on Solana that are completely undervalued that you can really ape into with a very small bag of Solana and become a whale. Because again, I really want to cover some underrated underdog collections that I just don't see for my own eyes, and maybe you do. And I want to share it in the next video. I cannot wait to read them. So thank you so much for watching. As always, be sure to like up the button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page to receive all of our alpha calls and buy and sell orders on NFTs and cryptocurrencies. Until then, we'll see you guys and girls next time.